but they do bottomless. The food's great, and it's lit. Like if you're looking for a party, DJ, turn up, maybe stand on the tables.
Definitely standing on tables.
That's the
Definitely standing on tables.
And that's one of many.
And that's at 2 p.m.
Yes.
Like it's not 2 a.m.
And then it turns into a day party. So it's like you go to brunch and then like maybe at like 3, 4, DJ switches over, and now you got like this 4 to like 8 like happy hour day party type of thing. And
Sections,
then it turns into
bottles.
a club.
Yeah.
Then it turns into a club at night.
It just keeps going.
So
if you come at 11 for your brunch reservation, it's likely you will leave at 11 p.m.
Yeah. If you got it in you.
If you got it, if you could survive, because that is how vibey
it
is in the address. Like I was in there at first I was overwhelmed because I didn't know what to expect. But then once it got going and once the drinks got flowing, I said, get into it.
Yeah, it's a party. Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. Hey. Welcome to another episode of Travel
Fly Sexy.
I'm your co-host Natasha Terrell, owner of Travel Goddess International.
And I'm your co-host Sincerely Jasmine, owner of Boss Babes Love Brunch.
Period. And guys, today we're taking it to the H-Town. Do the H-Town stomp.
I don't know that then.
Okay. I barely know it either. For real, I wish we could intro with like the 𝗓𝒏 remix.
Oh, maybe we gotta talk to our producer about that. That would be
like, I don't know what the copywriting situation is, but nevertheless, today's episode is still Our Itinerary Houston
edition.
Yes. So stick around if H-Town is on your list, or stick around if you just want to hear.
We're gonna convince you.
I was gonna say how we do H-Town and why it should be on your list. But before we jump into it, a little bit of goddess smell. From our inbox to yours. Take us away, Jazz.
Yes. So this was actually pretty scary but interesting. There was a snake on a plane, like literally like the movie, like snakes on a 𝗓𝒓 plane.
Because
like
when I saw it, I could hear Samuel
L. Jackson as soon as you see the video.
I'm tired of these snakes on this plane.
We keeping it cute for YouTube, but it was definitely given that.
It was, and
like,
I was
literally his voice just like we need a voiceover of that video with his voice on it.
So crazy.
Cause what? Get this snake off the plane, please.
And why? Like now,
it was a little baby snake.
It was, but like. When I saw it, there was a number of factors. When I saw what carrier it was, when I saw where it was coming from.
Yeah, it was on Air Asia.
Yeah, and I think it said it was coming from Thailand or something. So I'm like,
somebody pet.
It was definitely stored under the aircraft and weaseled its way out.
He made it all the way to the top.
Because it's like, I mean, at that point, technically, if you're that small of a snake, the compartments ain't nothing for you to wiggle through.
Just made his way around.
But I ain't gonna hold you. I would have freaked out.
Yeah, I'm like, it was a little, like, it's cute to watch. Like, oh, it's just a little baby snake. I would have been like, get your snake. Whole time the owner probably somewhere asleep, just chilling. Like, get your snake.
Get your snake is wild. Like, get your kids.
Yeah.
Get your snake.
Get your snake. Please. Get your snake off this 𝗓𝒓 plane.
Oh my gosh. Where's Sam when you need him?
Like his voice, insert Samuel L. Jackson.
Please. Like, yeah. I just, it's one of those things where this is real life. Yeah. Like people have
happening.
all random things under that aircraft.
Yeah, that's what I love about Goddess Mel, because it's like you would think it's gonna be, there's a new airline or like something like really cute, and it's like
snakes on a 𝗓𝒏 plane.
Did not have that on my Goddess Mel bingo card
for 2024. Absolutely not. Definitely wasn't expecting that. And when you put it in the notes, I said, "What?"
Like what?
And why?
It happened. The movie was not made up.
Yeah, they probably saw it and they said, this will be a great movie.
Them snakes were in the movie.
They had anacondas on the plane.
No, I gotta go.
Let me out. Emergency exit.
Yeah, now I'm the one that's getting, I could do the no fly. I'm opening the door. I gotta go. That's
a good point, though. In addition to that, these Asia Airlines, because the other door was another Asian carrier. Child, you're making me nervous now.
But they're fearless.
Nevertheless, the snakes was on the plane, but they were not going to Houston. So
exactly. So no worries. So they won't meet you there.
They won't meet you there.
I love Houston.
Oh, Jesus. This is great already. Anyways, all right. Yes, this is one of your favorite places. One of my favorite. No, but one of mine too.
Yeah. Houston is a gem, though.
Fun fact. I was going to move to Houston.
I wonder what H-Town Tosh would have been like.
Oh, she was already in full effect at that point.
Houston Hottie Tosh.
Girl. Just know it would have been a vibe. It's a vibe. We are
happy to still have you here.
Yes, but yeah, that was a fun fact. Like I had a whole lease sign and everything. And the universe had other plans. And then
now my girl married.
Yep. Moved back to Philly instead.
But if y'all choose to move to Houston, then I will frequently visit.
Great.
So girls of Travel Fly Sexy.
Before we jump into today's episode, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to us on YouTube and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
And make sure that you're following us on Instagram and TikTok at Travel Fly Sexy.
And of course, if you have a product or service that you'd like to see featured on an upcoming episode of Travel Fly Sexy, shoot us an email at info@travelflysexy.com.
Now let's get back into the episode.
Great. So let's jump into the itinerary that you need to steal for Houston.
Yes.
Because we got a lot of good stuff on here for y'all. So
a lot.
Hopefully by the end of it, you're ready to book the flight.
Period.
So first things first, we got to start with brunch.
You already know how you start your day. Drunk. I'm going to get a counter for how many times I say drunk. I don't even drink like that, Joe. Like, all jokes aside, I don't be that drunk.
It's funny because you do, but you don't, but you do, but you don't.
It's like I can say I don't, but technically I do.
You always got a drink in your head.
But it's because I travel.
That's fair. So she just flexed on y'all. Nevertheless. All
right. Going to brunch.
A little bit of flex. I'm always drinking because I'm always traveling. Okay. First brunch spot on the list, Phil and Derek's. Yeah, it's Black owned.
Yes.
Happy Black History Month. And Phil and Derek's has I will say it's an a la carte brunch, but they do offer like a bottomless mimosa supplement that you can do. But child, the food, y'all already know. The food in Houston is going to give what it's supposed to give regardless. But the food at Phil and Derek's, the atmosphere, they have a live DJ, a live band.
I was thinking that, like, I think they got like a jazz band.
Yes, it's like a jazz themed place. Yeah, absolutely. And it's a wait. So if you are planning on going, go ahead and call ahead, or they might do reservations now.
That's the theme with Houston.
Mm-hmm. Don't be thinking you're about to walk up anywhere.
Especially Black owned in Houston. Black owned in Houston is super popular. There are an array of options from brunch to a bunch of other options we'll get into later. But you're going to wait.
You're going to wait, baby. And them lines is egregious.
Quick story. I just was in Houston a few weeks ago, and we planned on going to this breakfast spot. So as soon as we got out the airport, this is the first stop we go to. We pulled up, line down the block. I'm like, okay, next.
Not okay, next.
Yeah.
Dang, not as soon as you got there.
Like,
and it's early because I know how you are. Yeah, you go on the first flight.
Didn't go to the airport. Didn't go to the hotel, nothing. Like, line wrapped around the restaurant down the block. Like, a 2-3 hour wait.
That's crazy. And a lot of the restaurants are kind of small. So, like, the table amount is limited. Yep. And, yeah. So, if it's a weekend, which normally brunch is Saturdays and Sundays, please make a reservation if you can.
Absolutely. And that place that I just was talking about is called the Breakfast Club. So also Black owned.
Yes.
Also a great one to stop by, but baby.
No, it doesn't matter what time of day.
You're going to wait.
Yeah, the Breakfast Club.
You could be there when they open. You're going to wait. So
that's
if you
very true.
I have not dined there yet because I am a very impatient person.
Same.
But if you have the patience, definitely stop by because they say that it's one of the best breakfast spots
in Houston. That's very true. But I also aborted the mission when I saw the line.
Oh, my God.
But it must be worth it.
Yeah,
the
it has
people
to be
standing in it.
And I think they're
rain,
only
sleet.
I don't know. I don't
well, it
make
ain't that much slow,
yeah, but
sun.
Yeah, sun. That's the problem.
They be
and
standing.
I'm hungry. Another spot is the address.
Yes.
So we talking about lit brunch. I mean, that's not hard to find in Houston. A brunch party. They typically start around 11 and they'll run until like 3, 4. So you are able to make reservations at the address. So I again suggest making a reservation because you're still going to wait. They usually give you a general brunch party time.
Yes.
So everyone kind of gets the same allotted time. So you show up and get your selected table. But they do bottomless. The food's great. And it's lit. Like if you're looking for a party, DJ, turn up, maybe stand on the table.
Definitely standing on tables.
That's the
Definitely standing on tables.
And that's one of many.
And that's at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Like it's not 2 a.m.
And then it turns into a day party. So it's like you go to brunch and then like maybe at like 3, 4, DJ switches over. And now you got like this 4 to like 8 like happy hour day party type of thing. And
Sections,
then it turns into
bottles.
a club.
Yeah.
Then it turns into a club at night.
It just keeps going.
So, yeah.
So if you come at 11 for your brunch reservation, it's likely you will leave at 11 p.m.
Yeah. If you got it in you.
If you got it, if you could survive, because that is how vibey
it
is in the address. Like I was in there at first I was overwhelmed because I didn't know what to expect. But then once it got going and once the drinks got flowing, I said, get into it.
Yeah, it's a party. Like everywhere in Houston is a party. So if you are like, well, not everywhere. You do have options, and we'll get into like more chill options.
Yes,
just not for brunch.
Yeah.
But if you are looking for like a more chill vibe, definitely scope the scenery because 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a party.
It's lit.
It's gonna be lit.
Yeah. Speaking of lit. Your favorite place.
The littest.
The littest for brunch.
I love it.
I know.
Camp. Y'all, camp is my favorite place
in
Houston.
I have to go.
I have been for brunch. I've been for a happy hour. They got seafood. I done had seafood boils there. Like, I love camp.
It's a whole thing. They got seafood boils?
They got seafood boils. Like, they got hookah. They got everything.
Wow.
They are another place, again, with that like brunch party, day party, nighttime type of flow of things. So you can catch them at any time. But brunch, I would 10 out of 10 suggest.
Really?
So lit. I was there when I just was in Houston, and I will go there every time I'm in Houston, which is crazy because there's so many good brunch spots, and I do want to expand my horizons. But they
do it.
Wrong.
I was going to say,
it's so good.
It's hard to abandon when you know it's good.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, when you know it's a guaranteed good time, guaranteed good food, guaranteed good vibes.
Yeah.
And the drinks be drinking.
And the vibes be vibing.
That's
so
what
again,
I'm saying.
if you're looking for that vibe, which that's why we're going to Houston. We looking to have a great time.
Yeah.
Guaranteed camp.
I gotta get there. That's where they had like the big, large drinks. That's child.
Literally.
The drink started on the floor.
They wouldn't let
it
us
was
get
up
it.
to almost Jasmine's height.
They wouldn't let us get it because it was just 2 of us. The last time it's like it needs to be a 4 people minimum because there's a whole bottle of tequila in that drink. So, but
we drank a whole bottle of tequila.
That's what I could do. Like
all right,
me.
You're right.
However,
you don't know my life.
It's fine, no big deal. We did a tower, which was cool because they do like mimosa, like tequila mimosas. Like they getting you lit. That's it. Period. It's worth trying.
If you want to be lit, go to camp.
Go, yes.
Yes. So we could go on and on about brunch, but those are definitely
those is hot spots.
Some good ones that will get you going and get your day started right. Next up, if you would like to keep the vibes going after brunch or just during the week when you touch down, happy hour. Good happy hour spots.
Can never go wrong.
I'm obsessed with happy hour. You know why? Because I'm not gonna lie. I would like to be in bed by 8 o'clock.
Absolutely.
Happy hour works great for
brunch
me.
and happy hour go hand in hand for me because I'm just like match made in heaven. I get that daytime boozy, go home, take a nap, do a few things. I'm in bed by like a respectable time.
Exactly. So happy hour me all day.
Yes.
So first spot to mention for a happy hour is actually an area of Houston called City Center.
Yep.
So this is kind of like an outdoor shopping plaza on steroids because it's beautiful, and they have like an outdoor park and seating area. There's tons of shops, Anthropologie, and just like all types of stores that way, but then also so many, restaurants that offer fantastic happy hours.
Definitely.
Like, you can go to City Center. A couple that I can think of off the top immediately is Raw Sushi. They have a fabulous happy hour, and if you're interested in Asian cuisine, it's perfect. It's Asian fusion. My favorite happy hour in City Center is the General Public. So that's going to be like American with a twist. And tell them it's your birthday, because they definitely will turn up for you. It's so good. And again, great vibes and great energy. And these are all kind of like, I don't want to say upscale, but they just have, a more put together. More put together feel for you. So if you're looking for always lit, we got some other options for you.
We're going to get there.
And then also the happy hour specials at the 𝗕𝗏𝒃𝒃 in Center City.
And they have a few 𝗕𝗏𝒃𝒃s
Center City
in Houston, because I did see the one in the city center, and then I also know, like, I stayed in the downtown area for one of the first times, and there was 𝗕𝗏𝒃𝒃s and just a bunch of different, like you said, high-end restaurants where you could still get the happy hour feel. So if you're downtown, you could just kind of walk around and find those restaurants for happy hour.
Yeah.
Now, if you're looking for a more lit happy hour, coming off of like that brunch vibe, there are some places that do weekend happy hour as well, which some tend to be like some of those brunch spots we mentioned. But Lost and Found is a great one. I tend to go there every time I'm in Houston too. I didn't go last time. But they are very cute place, cute menu. They always have drink specials. I believe they have daily specials. So like every day is something rotating. And they do a great happy hour. Like the happy hour is so good. And I think hookah on happy hour, don't quote me on that.
Hookah on a happy hour.
But they got hookah. They definitely got hookah.
Happy hour hookah is lit.
Yeah, exactly. That's something like, if you still coming off of that morning lit vibe and you want to keep it going, that's perfect. Another place would be Prospect Park. I went there for their happy hour, lunch happy hour, which another great menu. Their food is so good. They got like, I want to say maybe 20 plus sauces for like their wings and stuff, which is like too many for me. I'm a simple girl. Like sweet heat, like something like that. Thai chili. Like I'm
mild, medium, hot.
Yeah, simple. But they had every single flavor you could name. Hennessy
wings,
peach bourbon.
That's a lot.
Lemon pepper wet, all that stuff that you're like.
Lemon pepper wet.
Yeah. So if you into all the sauces and you want to get some good cocktails, Prospect Park.
Period. Lemon pepper wet as well. I still actually haven't tried them, but I hear
they love them.
I
never had it either.
Yeah.
I don't like lemon pepper.
What? Come on now, Jess.
Yeah, I know. Unpopular opinion.
Dang.
I tend to have a lot of unpopular opinions.
That's okay. We still love you. So you actually already mentioned places to stay, kind of when you said, you stayed in downtown last go round. But yeah, let's talk about some of the areas of Houston that you could stay, because I'm gonna tell you right now, rent a car.
Yes.
You can Uber,
it makes
but
it so
Houston
much easier.
Is a ginormous city.
It's huge.
And it feels like everything is everywhere.
Yeah.
So rent a car.
Yeah. It just makes it like the last 2 times I went, we rented cars, and it just makes it so much easier in comparison to the other times where I was more conveniently located, but there is no conveniently located in Houston. Yeah. Like, you could think like, oh, I'm downtown, I have this here, but then it's like, oh, I want to go here, and that's like literally across the highway somewhere. Yeah. So a lot of these places that we are mentioning tend to kind of be like scattered throughout Houston.
They are.
Definitely rent a car, because you're not going to want to just limit yourself to one area, because it's so much to do.
Yeah. And of course you can Uber, for those that don't have a license, that's a possibility, but it will add up. So it'll probably be the cost that you could have just rented a car.
Absolutely.
So there's that. So neighborhoods that you could stay in. Jasmine mentioned downtown.
Yeah. Which is great.
And we already, we talk about it all the time. Most of the time when you stay in downtowns of cities, you are easily accessible to many things.
Exactly.
Walking distance to many things, restaurants, bars, and so forth. Where did you stay?
We stayed at Club Quarters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was reasonable. Walking distance to a lot of stuff. And we did, like, we rented the car so we were able to drive the different places that we needed to get. But we really didn't have to drive if we didn't want to.
Because downtown is...
Yes, everything there. The vibes were there.
That's very, very true. Yeah, I mean, and downtown Houston is great.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much to do.
Yeah.
like
it's just so much more to see.
Yeah, correct. Like, you want to leave downtown.
Absolutely.
But if you don't leave downtown, you'll still be fine. Yes. Another area is the Galleria. And there's plenty of hotels that you can stay in the Galleria area. And if you're not familiar with the Galleria, that is huge mall craziness.
One Drake be talking about.
That's true. Yeah. And there, I think
Drake love Houston too.
I was gonna say there's a hotel I feel like called the Drake or something like that.
In the Galleria area?
In the Galleria area. I think so.
Drake love Houston.
He do love Houston. But nevertheless, that is an area that you can stay. There's tons of hotels. And then, of course, because it's near the Galleria Mall, there's tons of shopping, tons of restaurants, tons of bars, everything you need to keep the vibes going as well. Another area that I discovered, I felt like, is an area called West Chase. And so when I was there, I stayed at the Westin in West Chase, and it's a more residential area. However, its accessibility to downtown and to city center was like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to save a couple of coins, you can explore West Chase because it's more residential, or not even, I won't say residential. It's almost like a business district.
Yeah, it's exactly. We stayed there when we did a girls trip there, and it's definitely more businessy.
Correct.
Like you have those hotels and like definitely business buildings, but again, the expressway is right there. Like we were like staying right off the expressway.
Yeah.
So for us to get to like camp and all of the places that we went, it was just like you said, 10, 15 minutes away.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it felt more like a business district, I'm guessing it is,
Exactly.
because it still was 10 minutes from city center. It's 10 minutes from downtown.
Yep.
Like easy. But saved you a coin. So there you go. That's your pro tip. So those are a couple of areas. I will say this, please, if you aren't staying in any of those areas and you find hotels in other areas, because if you type in Houston, you're going to get hotels from all the way out to Katy.
Yes.
Katy is almost an hour from Houston.
Yeah.
It's like 45 minutes or something, or an hour depending on traffic. So if you're not familiar and you just go ahead and into Expedia and type in Houston, they're going to give you hotels in Katy. And that's so far. So please, if you're not booking with Travel Guides International, first of all, shame on you.
Yeah.
But if you decide to go off on your own, do your research.
Yes.
Put it into Google. Type in, like if you're looking to go to the address for brunch, type in your hotel name that you're considering and how far is it to and see what that says, because you do not want to get caught slipping, and everywhere you got to go is 45 minutes to an hour.
And I'll be the first to tell you, like, pulling quotes for clients to go to Houston, like, you will see an array of great hotels that are just scattered. And like we were saying, like how West Chase is like more of a business area. There's areas where you're looking like, wait, is this close?
Right.
Just look it up and see before you book it, because you might assume like, oh, this look like it's downtown, or it look like it's near other stuff. And it's like, no, it's near other stuff over there.
Exactly.
It's near other stuff over there. It's
Precisely.
not near stuff that you want to go to.
It's near other stuff over there.
Stuff there, because Houston's big.
Exactly. But it might not be the vibes you're looking for.
Exactly.
So do your research.
Right. So next we'll get into more food.
Because don't go to Houston and
you're going to eat in Houston.
You're going to eat all the good food too.
I actually just came up with another one that I still haven't gone to, but we're going to add.
Period.
So lunch.
Yes. Because sometimes you're traveling during the week in addition to the weekend.
Absolutely.
And it might not always be brunch lit. So, if you're just looking for a cute little lunch experience, there's a couple of great spots in Houston for that as well.
Definitely.
I personally love a place, it's called Finn Hall. So it's like a food hall. So there's tons of different restaurants within it. And the cool thing is that the restaurants rotate. So like on a quarterly basis, you're getting new restaurants in Finn Hall.
Yeah.
There's some staples that are always there, but then there's also just rotating, and that makes, a unique experience.
Cool concept. Yeah, I've never seen that before.
And it's great because, you can sit in there, you can vibe. Where it's located is in downtown. It's like directly across the street from, I want to say, the aloft downtown, which, by the way, has a great rooftop if you're looking for a rooftop happy hour.
It's a nice aloft, too.
It is. And it's up the street from the Breakfast Club. It's not too far. So there you go, right there, boom, boom. If you can't get in the Breakfast Club, head down the block and you can go to Finn Hall.
There you go.
And find some food for lunch. But yeah, Finn Hall is a great option. I mean, if you're not really sure and you've just arrived and you're kind of have some time between when your happy hour is starting or whatever is happening, you can pop in the Finn Hall and explore your options for sure.
Definitely. I do want to mention a Houston staple, the turkey leg hut.
Oh, yeah.
I still haven't been.
I was about to say, fun fact, I still haven't gone.
Honestly, it's a lot. I don't know if I would like that.
I've gotten one in Disney.
I do want to try it because they are just like crab stuffed and just extra turkey legs. Again, Black owned. And it's a Houston staple. I know they started as a food truck, but they, I believe, have a brick and mortar location, if not multiple, and I think they have multiple trucks. And they, have their location, little pop-ups throughout Houston, but it's definitely a H-Town staple.
Dang, yeah. How have I been there and all these times I've never been there?
I've never been there.
Probably because they got another line. I'm not doing lines.
I have it on my list, but I never go. And the one time that I actually did see it, the truck was outside of the strip club that I went to. And I was like, I don't want that right now. Like, I don't want a loaded turkey leg
at 3 a.m.
Yeah. Like, that's just not what I want. Where are the wings?
I want some fried shrimp. The strip club and that fried shrimp be bomb.
Y'all know we're going to get some shrimp and wings.
That's it. That's hilarious. So also, when you're in Houston, or it's just in Texas, just down south, crawfish.
Seafood is a must.
The seafood is a must.
Yeah.
I know y'all gonna say, well, this ain't New Orleans, and that's fine. But Raging Cajun in Houston, they have multiple locations. Do yourself a favor. Stop by. Again, great lunch option, easy. It's not, I wouldn't call it fast food because you can sit in and, you do have a little bit of a wait because you got to order.
Right, but it has that franchise flow of things to it.
And so it's an easy experience. It's not like it's non-committal. There you go. But the food.
The seafood in Houston hits. Like a lot of the places we mentioned for like happy hour also have like those seafood options.
Yes.
If you're looking for a good little seafood boil, get you some crawfish while you're in Houston. Can't go wrong.
I know. I love it. Oof. And of course, the Galleria.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you got to shop, you got to eat. Also, I think it's also just a must visit in Houston. Like, even if you're not going specifically for lunch is there, the shops are there. It's worth just stopping by to visit.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's almost, it's a layer of sightseeing.
Exactly.
Like, you do want to see the Galleria while you're in Houston. It's a thing of Houston. Exactly. So, perfect segue into sightseeing.
Yeah. Speaking of sightseeing.
Yes.
It's so much like Houston's a beautiful city. I love a good skyline. That's why I like Houston, Chicago. Like a lot of these cities win me over because I'm like, this skyline.
I know.
So definitely you gonna see the skyline regardless in that traffic. So that's worth
you're gonna have plenty of time to take it in.
Time to get videos of that. That is certainly worth seeing.
That's funny.
But the Water Wall Park,
yes,
which is a beautiful attraction if you're just looking to kind of catch some vibes during the day.
Yeah,
I think it's a good day, like if you have like a quote unquote excursion day where you're just like, we're gonna pop around.
Yes.
I think it's great to stop by there.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know how high up the feet wise this wall is, but it's a towering cascading wall of water.
Like it's like, what?
How for real? When you see it up close in person, you're like, how?
What?
It's beautiful. And honestly, the photos that you will get in front of it, they'll probably be your profile photo. It's so cute.
No, it really
it's so cute. Yeah, so I definitely would say visit the waterfall. I think it's Water Wall Park. Honestly, they've renamed it like 3 times. It used to be called like something Hines Park, and then so now it's
like,
called.
We didn't know they was gonna like it this much.
Yeah, so they keep renaming it. Now it's Water Wall Park, but nevertheless, if you look up big water wall in Houston. It's gonna know what you talk about. So definitely stop by there, if not just for a photo, to take in the vibes, because it is a park as well. So you can just hang out.
Chill.
And it's nearby shops and things like that, so you can walk. But it's really picturesque. I would highly recommend it for photos. Another cool one that is about, again, this is why you need to have a car. It's about a 40-minute drive outside of Houston, but take a day trip if you can to Kemah Boardwalk. So I like to, if you're in the Philadelphia or surrounding area, it's kind of would be the equivalent to maybe a Wildwood for us.
Yeah.
And it's, a bunch of attractions. It's a it's a boardwalk, so it's giving that vibes with, things to do, things to eat, and lots of attractions. And it's just a nice escape from the city.
I was literally about to say that.
For a day. I loved it. And it was just fun. Like we took one of those like speedboat adventures out on the water, and it was fun. Like you almost feel like a kid. It's like a break from, I
like that. You get that
a break from turning up and drinking.
And
it was really, really fun.
Another, just like piggybacking off of the like break from being lit. Seismic is a museum that's in Houston. Very dope. It's an interactive museum. I personally love doing like cute little interactive museums just to kind of like cut up the time.
Yeah.
But it was really decent. Like it actually is one of the best like interactive museums I've ever been to. It's like super lit up, a bunch of different rooms. So if you're just looking to kind of get little photo ops and again, just to kind of take a break from getting lit, great stop.
Again, photo ops too.
Yeah,
don't forget to get your pics.
So cute. It's so cute. Lastly, I will mention the aquarium.
Oh, yes.
Which is a huge aquarium. So it's definitely worth going to visit if that's your thing. But also you can get dinner in the aquarium.
Yeah, that's the one and not the two.
Yeah, which is crazy because it's an all seafood restaurant and it's like it's like, this doesn't feel right.
Like what the fish are like floating over you as you're eating their cousins.
Yeah, it's
terrible.
We was like joking about it, like, what you gonna get the picky? And I'm just like, it's cruel.
But a unique experience nonetheless. You don't have to travel all the way to Dubai for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so I mean, they do it in other places, why not in Houston?
Child, that's funny. Not just eating the cousins. But nevertheless, the aquarium itself is dope as well. Yes, so visit there.
Definitely. I don't quote me, but it is one of the biggest. Like it's like one of the biggest aquariums in the
country.
Yeah,
it is.
It's huge.
I still need to go there because I really do want to do that dinner.
Yeah, no, the food was great too. Like it was a great dining experience, but it was interesting. Not as fresh.
I can't. And so as far as reservations, like how far in advance would you suggest?
I would suggest definitely like 2 weeks out at minimum, but it was definitely, a lot of people was there, like family dining, a lot of birthday celebrations.
Okay.
So it was definitely busy. And it is just a certain area of the restaurant. It's not like throughout the aquarium. So it's a quaint area. So definitely make those reservations, but it's worth it. It's gorgeous dining experience.
Nice. Is it a la carte menu?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, look at me. I'm getting all the tea from
Oh,
Jazz because I want to go.
A little tasting menu would be awesome.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
really
dang,
cute.
they should have a little prefix.
Yeah, that would be cute.
So good. There's times when I like a prefix and there's times when I'm not.
Yeah, I'm like, that would be cute.
That's so awesome.
Dining in an aquarium.
And then perfect segue into places to get dinner, y'all. Because duh.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we already told you we eating our way through Houston.
Eating your way through Houston. It's like you are going to drink and eat your way through Houston. It's inevitable. Like,
and you're going to sprinkle a vibe in it too in the middle of it.
Yeah, but you're going to be full.
So I stumbled, honestly, upon this place called Mary's Mediterranean. Y'all. What delicious, number one. But I was more impressed with the vibes in this place. Okay. I mean, like, yeah, they have hookah, of course, a shisha. But the vibes, like the restaurant team was just so attentive. to the service and the vibe and the experience that they were curating. Even when they were seating people, it was like you could tell that they cared to not put people close to each other so that people could still experience, in a certain way. Like they were really meticulous about how they curated this dining experience. And those are the things that I noticed, in addition to the food being exceptional and the 𝗕𝗫 doing what it's supposed to do, because it's from the people that know how to do it. So
period. I was going to ask, is it like a Mediterranean aesthetic?
Yes. So you can, do like the
Middle Eastern.
Yep. And you can sit in the bean bags if you'd like, for your dining experience or for your 𝗕𝗫 experience. But yeah, man, that food was delicioso. Even though that's Spanish. That's Spanish. It's Spanish, but whatever. Y'all get what I'm saying. Yeah, so I would recommend Mary's. It's also funny enough, y'all.
It's Mary's with a Z. That's too cute.
It's Mary's with a Z. But let me tell y'all where it's located, though, y'all.
Where is it?
It's located on Strip Club Strip.
What?
Because in Houston, it's a block of strip clubs.
Yeah.
So Mary's is like smack dab in the middle.
I wouldn't expect the Mediterranean restaurant to be the post-strip club or pre-strip club vibe.
But I would, actually.
You like how actually it sets the tone. Yeah. They got belly dancers?
I didn't stay that
would have been
late.
lit. If they would have belly dancers, that would definitely give me that, okay, we're going to the strip club.
I feel like I was only there till like maybe 8. But it probably could have switched over.
Because that's what I'm getting from it. Like,
because it was on that block, so.
I like that.
Nothing's off limits.
Another great dining experience. This was like really good, despite the wait. But
oh, God. The wait.
I should have anticipated it because it's Houston, and you're going to wait.
Yeah.
But Juliet, another Black-owned restaurant, they have this theater-style dinner. So similar to cinema that we spoke on in a previous episode in Nashville.
Yeah.
It has this like theater feel. You walk in, you see the popcorn machine, but like they took it all out. Like it's literally like a concession stand that you check in with for your table.
Oh, that's cool.
They have like a bunch of different like historical movie pieces throughout the restaurant. The menu is themed to like I forget how they broke it down, but basically like movie category, like, movie themes to break down the categories of the food. It was really nice. It was, and they give you popcorn as a starter. Like, it was just very cute.
So I love an experience.
Yes.
Like, just walk me through something that makes me feel like I can't get this in my city.
It was like, I'm like, this is so cute.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And like, obviously the outside is like that big theater sign. It's just like real cute.
I love that. Yeah. So we love an experience.
Absolutely.
It's giving, I came here for this.
Yeah.
And I like
it. It was
that.
a vibe.
Last but not least, you got to get your soul food fix.
You can't leave Houston without some soul food.
Got to get your soul food fix. And y'all can tell me, we can debate in the comments, but the best is going to Grace's.
Period.
I said what I said. Let's debate.
Send us your fees.
Oh my gosh. When I tell you, I was just in awe.
That soul food will do that to you. It's called the itis.
Not the awe is actually the itis.
You be
great.
like shaking your head like, that did it. Now you sinking in your chair.
Yes. Every single thing on Grace's menu.
So good.
Delectable. Y'all, do yourself a favor. If nothing else on this itinerary, go to Grace's.
Get you some.
And make a reservation because the people be knowing.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, obviously, these are all gems, but like, the food in Houston's so good that you gonna wait. Like, you have to, like, none of these places are just walk-in. Like, I've tried with restaurants for dinner in Houston, and it's like, no,
learn my lesson.
You are gonna wait an hour, maybe 2. So make those reservations for these places because they are worth it.
Please make a reservation because your stomach, it don't probably got 2 hours of a wait in it.
Yeah. So. And you're gonna be out there smelling like, oh my God. And the thing is,
smelling the food.
Like, speaking of the itis, people take their time because the food is so good. So, you know how you can go to an average restaurant, you might spend 45 minutes, like an hour max. You get your food, you pay, you go. the food is so good. You're like, oh, I want another one. You taking your time eating it. So now you really here for 3-4 hours.
You enjoying it.
Getting a full dining experience. And that's why the waits are so long, because the service is great. The food is great. The hospitality in Houston is great. You're not going to want to leave.
Child, you ain't going to want to leave. Now I'm ready to go back. Favorite thing to do or experience, I should say, in Houston?
Y'all know, for me, it's brunch at camp.
Brunch at camp.
Brunch
Can't
at
go wrong.
camp is so lit. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's it.
I still got to go there. Now at this point, I'm like, I'm having FOMO.
It's not even the food. Like, the food is good. Don't get me wrong. But, like, it's not, like, usually with brunches or dining experiences, I'm like, oh, the food's so great. The service is so great. Don't get me wrong. The food and service is great. The vibes.
Yeah.
Like, the vibes.
Yeah.
It just gives Houston vibes.
Yeah. FOMO setting in, guys.
How about you?
A happy hour in Houston does it for me. Like a happy hour little, like almost like a bar crawl.
Yes.
There are happy hours. And obviously happy hour is a staple everywhere. But for whatever reason, when I'm in Houston and I'm at happy hour there, it just feels different.
Yeah, I love it.
And those happy hour menus, those offerings, like, that's real happy hour. Because I don't know about you, but I feel like happy hour in Philadelphia have been getting a little funny.
Yeah, them prices been going up. I noticed.
This ain't happy. This just an hour.
This is an hour of my time y'all got in my money.
You know, so Houston is still hanging on.
This ain't happy is crazy.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm going to book a flight that's going to get me in there just around the start
Just to
time.
get a real happy hour.
For a happy hour, and I'm going to go ahead and do my thing in Houston. Because, child, if you didn't know, but now you know today, Jasmine and I are both a part of Travel Goddess International, which is a full-service travel agency that can assist with bringing your next Houston experience to life.
Period. So whether you want to go to Houston or anywhere, we got you. So visit travelgoddessintl.com and browse our travel deals, submit a consultation, whatever you want to do, we got you.
Whatever you want to do, let's get you to Houston.
Period.
And
the Houston travel deals be.
I was going to say.
Come on now.
Come on, somebody, because the travel deal of the week now, y'all. I was paying attention when I did it this time.
Okay.
I said, oh, we talk about Houston. Let's do a Houston travel deal of the week. So, travel deal of the week is a 4-day, 3-night trip to H-Town. That's what we talk about. Yeah. End of February. So for my last minute Houston hotties, this one's for you. Monday through Thursday with round trip flights via Spirit Airlines, nonstop from PHL. Staying at 3-star Hyatt House in the Galleria area. We just told you about the Galleria. So, and I still don't understand why Hyatt House is rated 3. Yeah. Because it's so good.
It's literally,
it's spacious.
I think it's something about that house that they.
It be bothering me for
I'm
them.
Like, Hyatt is a great brand. Yeah, so when you see that 3.5, you're like, but
it's not that. It's not right. We wouldn't put it on here if it was weird.
Absolutely.
All of that.
I saw this yesterday. I was like,
this is why it's hard to be home. All of that, y'all, $199 a person.
Like, I'm like, I would have booked this. It's that. I would have just booked this. What the heck?
Round trip.
I did not spend $199.
Round trip flights nonstop. Staying in the Galleria area, which we already told you is going to give you everything you need. I was going to say, if you don't want to leave the area. Accommodations is spacious because it's, if you stay at a Hyatt House, if you're familiar with it, it's all like kind of junior suites.
Yep.
So, how you have like a little kitchenette situation and a pull-out sofa in addition to the bedding. I don't know. Again, three stars is weird to me, but whatever. All of that for $199.
That's crazy.
Child, won't he do it?
$199. That's crazy.
Now, of course, y'all already know this is an exclusive deal.
Absolutely.
So for
Too good to be true.
For that $9 a month, you need to go ahead and sign up for the premium membership so you can unlock these types of travel deals to Houston or wherever, because they be dealing.
$200.
$200.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
You save money to spend in Houston. It's just girl math.
Period. Because, of course, now we got more money to go to brunch.
Exactly.
Because it's time to get brunchy.
Yes. Y'all know we're going to go right back to where we started in the beginning. So this week's Brunch Abroad, we're going to keep it in Houston. We didn't touch base on this one yet. Crew.
Okay.
So we went to Crew after brunch, actually, for a second round of brunch.
Now just 2 brunches.
And Crew is actually, I've noticed, they're franchising in a lot of like major cities. Hopefully we'll get a Crew soon.
That'd be dope.
But it's definitely a vibe. So even if you aren't going to Houston, look it up. They probably have one in your city or the closest one to you. It's Black owned. It's a vibe. You got great cocktails. Obviously, y'all know, little hookah vibe. Mm-hmm. They have photo ops within the restaurant, which I thought was super cool. They have indoor and outdoor seating, and they do brunch, which is great. And they have a great happy hour too.
Is it a brunch bottomless situation?
No, you can add the supplement, and they also do have like pictures, but it's not like a full bottomless experience.
Got you. Good to know though.
It's a la carte.
Fair enough.
Great vibe.
We love it. And you said they have a happy hour too.
Yep.
So that's good.
Great vibe.
I don't know. I realize it's not too many bottomless that I found in Houston.
Yeah, but that's, I think, because brunch is so popular, they like, we don't have to do that.
That's true. Because people just want a brunch.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel you.
They don't care.
Buy the tower.
They just want a brunch.
Yeah, and it's so lit. It's a guaranteed vibe. So it's like people going to cap out that hour and a half or 2 hours of the bottomless. So we might as well just sell them drinks a la carte.
That's facts. Get their coins. Last but not least, question of the day, Jazz. This is a tough one, I hope.
Very tough one.
Question of the day is
super
simple. Houston or Chicago?
Like, why would you ask me that?
I know, but that's why.
So tough. But I'm going to pick my answer quick, and it's because it's cold here in Philly right now. I hate it, so I'm going Houston because Chicago's cold right now.
Fair enough.
That's how I made my decision.
That's fair enough.
Which one?
I know. Houston.
Damn.
I know.
Double
because
whammy.
y'all know I love Chicago. Y'all know Jasmine loves Chicago
I feel
too.
bad for Chicago.
But Houston just got a certain 𝗓𝗂𝒃𝒂𝒃
Yeah.
that just be doing something to me.
And being black in Houston is a vibe.
Yes. Maybe that's the 𝗓𝗂𝒃𝒂𝒃.
Yeah, being black in Houston is a vibe.
It feels different.
Feels good. Yeah.
It is definitely
Chicago getting there.
Yeah. But you definitely feel like, I'm proud to be black.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago's there, obviously. we know Chicago's deep-rooted, but I think to attract tourists, like, Houston has, like, mastered that field of, like, young black millennials.
Yeah. Young black professionals.
Successful, wanting to be here. And it's something that feels good about that, like, being around people that are, of the same demographic.
That's very true.
It's a vibe.
Well, what would you guys choose? Houston, your fave? Or Chicago is your fave? Drop it in the comments. Let us know. It's definitely a tough one. So maybe give us a little bit reason why so that we can understand. And of course, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the episode on YouTube and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Absolutely. And follow us on Instagram and TikTok at 𝗕𝗏𝒊𝒊𝒂𝒄.
And of course, if you have a product or a service that you'd like to see featured on an upcoming episode of TFS, shoot us an email at info@𝗕𝗏𝒊𝒊𝒂𝒄.com.
Period.
And leave us reviews, guys.
Leave us reviews. I keep saying that we're going to read our reviews. I'm going to gather them, and we're really going to read them. So next episode, we're going to read reviews. So leave us reviews so we can read them.
It's Jasmine. It's not me.
It is me. I will take that. I'm going to read it next time.
But absolutely, if you can, leave us a review. Your reviews go a long way in helping us to continue to boost ourselves up on the platform. So we're not just asking for reviews just because we're like, we want to know your feedback. We do. But if you're not buying travel, if you're not buying itineraries, if you're not doing anything but listening,
support.
The least you can do is leave us a review. That's a great way to support us. Yes. And we appreciate it. I think that's our episode.
Yes. Let's go to Houston.
We going to Houston. I'm gonna go look up some flights and circle back on Houston, and hopefully we'll see you guys there. Until next time, bye.